Hi everyone, it's Lydia aka The Rich back at it again with another video. I just wanted to sit down and chat about insecurity, okay? Because when we're children, we don't have insecurities, okay? We don't care about how, how we come across, how we're perceived, how, whatever. We don't care about the things that we are taught to care about later on in a negative sense, okay? Yeah, we develop our character and we become aware of certain things, behaviors, traits, attitudes, mindsets, thoughts, whatever, feelings. And of course, they need to be tailored and they need to be, certain things need to be addressed. And that's how we cultivate our character. But along the way, somehow, somewhere, we're taught to be insecure about certain things, to take perceived flaws and feel bad about them, you know? And the thing about it is insecurity, being insecure is a choice, is a choice. And it's even worse when it becomes a point of relation within social interactions. Nobody should be relating to people on a level of insecurity. And I think that's, something that gets mistaken a lot for trauma bonding, when people are relating to things that they feel bad about, instead of relating to positives in your life, positives in your character. And another way this is shown is when you have a public figure and, they're perceived as, they're on this pedestal, perceived as a version of perfection, or at least a standard to live up to. You have this public figure, a celebrity, whatever. And people admire them for XYZ, yes, but because those people view themselves as less than this public figure, then instead of relating to them on levels of ambition and dreams and on positives, they relate to them on negatives. Like, for example, when this public figure comes out and is like, oh, I've always been insecure about XYZ, or I feel bad about this, or I struggle with this. You tend to see people praising this person, like, oh my God, wow, like they're insecure too. Wow, it's so great. Why would you want to relate to someone on the level of insecurity and negativity? It comes from having the mindset of, oh, I can't live up to that standard because it's limiting self-belief. So the minute this person stoops down to a level that you see yourself on, that is a point of relation for you, because that is the mindset and that's the energy that you are in. Because you do not believe that you can live up to their standard, their perceived standard. The minute that you see them down, you're like, oh, you can relate to them now. Why would you want to, though? Why would you want to? And often, notice the opposite. When people are like, no, they've always seen themselves as a star. They've always seen themselves in that higher position. They always knew that they would be where they're at. You tend to see a lot of people putting them down, like, oh, they're arrogant, they're stuck up. How could they say that? Oh, they're this, they're that, and they try to discredit them. But when this person, if they were to be self-deprecating, oh, they're so relatable. The issue here is mindset, of course, and projection. When people don't see themselves as being able to reach that level, they'll relate on a level of insecurity. But no one should ever be relating to other people on a level of insecurity. The goal here is to recognize that any insecurities that you have is a choice. You choose to be insecure about those things. Another problem is we're taught that it's okay to be insecure. It's not okay to be insecure. Insecurities can destroy relationships. It lowers your self-esteem. It decreases the quality of living because you won't feel deserving or worthy of certain things in your life. You don't have to be insecure. You don't have to be insecure. And it's not good to be insecure. I'm not telling you to feel bad about being insecure or feeling bad about the fact that you were taught that this is okay. But know that you can choose not to be insecure. You can choose to be confident about this thing or neutral. You don't have to feel bad about it. That's the thing. You don't have to feel bad about it, because insecurity is the feeling bad of said thing. You feel bad about it, so you're insecure. And most, if not all, insecurities are internalized from external projections, external perceptions, judgments. You internalize that, and then now you're judging yourself about this thing that is probably very irrelevant and it's just not worth feeling so negative over. Insecurity is not part of personality. It's not permanent. And every day you feel insecure about something, every day you're choosing to feel insecure about that thing. And I'm not saying it in a blamey way of like, oh, this insecurity is all your fault. I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying nothing you feel insecure about is an innate flaw or weakness. It doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be negative. You don't have to feel bad about that thing. You can choose to change and grow and fortify whatever you feel insecure about, so that it can become a level of confidence. It become a point of confidence. We're taught it's okay to be insecure. It's not. It's not. It's okay to heal. It's okay to recognize the insecurity, acknowledge it, and heal wherever it's coming from. It's okay to change your mindset around it. It's okay to be neutral about something. You don't have to love it, but you don't have to hate it either. Confidence is a choice, and insecurity is a choice too. Now, if you don't like something about yourself, you can always figure out why, and you can always change your mindset towards it. You can choose how you feel about it, okay? My point, end this level of relation when it comes to your insecurities. You don't have to be insecure. Insecurity is a choice, and so is confidence. Just like how you have to keep telling yourself the same story to get something to click, okay? You keep telling yourself a negative story about this one thing, it becomes an insecurity. You internalize that. You keep telling yourself the same story about this one thing, boosting your confidence. Like, oh, I really like this about myself. You keep telling yourself that, you start to feel it. The feeling aligns, it clicks. Okay? And if people are looking at somebody who's confident in an area of their life and putting them down because, oh, they feel like they can't reach that level, that's their problem. We're taught that insecurity is okay. It's not. It doesn't help you. It doesn't benefit you. It does not equal self-love. That's not self-love. When you love yourself, you look at everything about yourself. You accept it. Accept everything about yourself. You learn to like and love everything about yourself. Even your shadow side, even your flaws. And suddenly they don't become flaws, they just become character traits. And anything that comes from an unhealed, wounded place that does negatively affect your life, you fix it. Not that you need fixing, excuse me, but you deal with it. You heal it. Okay? Any problems in your life, internally, externally, you'd solve it because you love yourself that much. You solve it. You're willing to not tolerate feeling insecure because you know you don't deserve to feel insecure. You know you deserve to be confident and feel good about yourself. That's self-love. Love yourself enough to heal. Love yourself enough to be honest with yourself. And love yourself enough to love yourself and like yourself. And adapt and grow and evolve as needed. Okay. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below whatever you want to say down there. Subscribe for more. I love you all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.